Excuse me. Please like, subscribe, and share my videos. Hit that thumbs up button. That thumbs up button. Today is day 10 of the R.Kelly sexual trial. Today on the stand they had Faith. She's now 24 years old. But when she was having a relationship with R.Kelly, she was 19. She was one of the few people that was above age at the time when R.Kelly, did his thing with her. She said she met R.Kelly. She was 19 years old at a concert in Texas. Said someone from R.Kelly's camp came and gave her a wristband to get backstage. Said she went backstage, she met R.Kelly, and she started having a relationship with him. Said the relationship lasted 11 months, and said that R.Kelly was intimidating. She was afraid of him, and he often forced her to have sex, whether she wanted to or not. She also said that R.Kelly gave her herpes in the mouth. So she started getting these bumps and on her mouth and tongue. She went to the doctor, and the doctor told her that she had herpes. So at that point, she tried to get in contact with R.Kelly to, find out what's going on. He never responded to her. So she said she hired a lawyer. She said when the lawyer started, then R.Kelly responded back. And she told him what happened, you gave me the, herpes, and he denied it. He said he didn't know what she was talking about. She didn't get it from him. Same thing he told other young lady. If you remember the earlier story that I did about it, he had told another young lady the same exact thing. He didn't know what she was talking about. She said she had this relationship with R. Kelly for 11 months. Said that R. Kelly one time intimidated her with a gun. Said, call her in or whatever. He started making demands. He had a gun sitting on a table. So he was intimidating these girls as well, with guns and spankings and all type of, I guess whatever he had to do to get them to respond. Okay, R. Kelly denied everything with all of these women, that he gave them anything or whatever, but he was spreading the herpes around. He was giving it to these girls, and he knew it, and he was denying it. She also said that he often recorded their sexual encounters. She said she tried to get in touch with him about the recordings, and he never responded. But when her lawyer, and she started, also she was part of the Surviving R. Kelly. She did that. Said when she started recording that, said that she started getting these messages that if she didn't stop, they was going to release these set tapes of her, and to intimidate her from coming out with it. But she didn't let that intimidate her. She continued to do the Surviving R. Kelly thing. So, this comes back to this racketeering thing again. You got a staff giving her these, giving these girls these backstage passes to come backstage and to engage with R. Kelly. And then the same thing with the intimidation thing. When people started coming forward, these people was running up on these people and threatening them, telling them, you don't do this, you don't do that, we're going to release these tapes about you, and, whatever. But the girl didn't let none of that intimidate her. She kept going on and told her story. She also said that it was times when R. Kelly took her from different states. She said she was in New York, Long Island, with R. Kelly, so this comes back to the crossing these state lines or whatever, but she was 19, so I don't know exactly how that would work. Okay, she also said that R. Kelly, one time she was trying to have sex with him, and for some reason it wasn't working. Said that he took out his iPad and started watching videos of the other girls that he had relationships with or whatever, and started masturbating. in front of her. You know, I don't know what kind of sexual deviant R. Kelly is, but this shit gets worse and worse and worse. You're giving people herpes, you're beating people, you're holding them hostage, you don't let them go to the bathroom. Also, she said something about when they would get into the elevators. When they got in the elevator, they had to face the wall. They couldn't look at who was in the elevator. They had to face the wall. Think about that. Like I said in the previous video, these girls was like slaves. You get in the elevator and you got to face the wall because he doesn't want you to face anybody in the elevator. You know, this thing with R. Kelly don't stop, man. You know, he gave this girl herpes. He gave the other girl herpes. It's the third person, you know, that testified that he gave them herpes. The doctor then already testified and said that R. Kelly had it. He was treating them with the medicine. You know, so, you know, R. Kelly is basically, honestly, at this point, I feel like he's done. I can't see how he could come back from this with all these same consistent stories. All these people's telling the same story. It's not like two stories are different. It's the same thing. He forced them to have sex. He forced them to do sex acts. He recorded it. You know, he threatened these girls with it. You know, and it's the same thing. Story after story after story. How many times the jury gonna hear these stories before they go, you know what? This is just too consistent. It's too consistent. So, the bottom line is, it's the same old story with R. Kelly. You know, please like, subscribe, share my videos, hit that thumbs up button, thumbs up, and peace.